115 degrees out here today. Look, I got my top fan on, my sad fan on. Dying. But guess what came in the mail today? I've been wanting one of these bad boys for a long time. And just to show you I'm not lying, watch this video. I'm in the market for a pellet grill, so if you guys got an idea what pellet grill you guys want me to get, comment below, because without you guys, we wouldn't be nowhere. Told you, hey, that was like what, our third video ever? Told you I've been in the market. So
that was when we were
the charcoal king. That's right, with pellets. Hey, just in case you're wondering.
and here we
are. All right, so this is the deal. So Pit Boss did send me their 850 Navigator. I'm extremely humbled, blessed, whatever you want to say it. I am. I'm grinning ear to ear. I'm happy. I'm thankful.
We're appreciative,
and I'm just cannot wait to get this thing started. So this is going to be basically the unboxing, put it together. Any tricks or tips I can give you to build one a little bit quicker, I'm going to try to do. Other than that, let's get started. Well, it's the next day. We actually anticipated a step-by-step process of how to put it together. We quickly realized, for most people, it's a two-person process. It's hard to film and have two people doing it at the same time. So I'm just going to do a quick rundown overview of little things to think about when you're putting it together, what we thought about putting it together, and really quickly the overall features, and then we're going to get to our first burn, okay? It's really important when you do your shelving before the barrel comes on there that you're flush on top, okay? We found it to be a lot easier to have an elevated surface when you start, because it just helps your back. You don't have to get on your knees and all that stuff. Plus, the other person can hold it flush while you're worrying about the screws. Here's a small tip. We did not use an actual impact or actual drill. A screwdriver is really all you need. Some of the threads aren't done perfectly, so when you're trying to force it in there, if you had a drill, you're just going to strip it or re-thread it, and it's just too strong. But the screwdriver will work fine. Plus, you don't want to tighten up every single screw every single time, right? You want to get a screw started, get the other screw started, and then adjust it and align it up perfectly, and then put your screws in there. Once your frame's built, okay, the barrel is why I say it really takes two people. Hey, if you want to manhandle it, more power to you. The whole barrel unit is the hopper, the barrel, the lid. The shelf was put on later. So underneath the heat plate, there's about 12 screws in here. And so the barrel, since it's round on a rounded edge, has the ability to shift very, very, very easily. So it was important for my wife and us to adjust it, find the right angle. And it took a while to find each screw. Just because you put a screw in doesn't mean you don't need to take the screw out to be able to fit it flush somewhere else. And it naturally works its way in. After that, it's just a simple process of building. The shelf comes out. It's got absolutely incredibly heavy-duty porcelain grates. I really like them. They're a lot heavier than the shelf. It came with a meat probe that would fit one or two places. You can always add another one. It's got a lever pull bar that opens your system up, and that's how you get that intense heat from your firebox to be able to produce the searing part of a smoker.
Or you can close it.
Right. And this is little things, right? Just paying attention to the instructions. You know, I put the lever in here this way, and actually it goes in that way. Just little things. Overall, I've never had a pellet smoker, right? So it's going to take me a while to get used to it. I understand grilling, I understand temperatures, but we have went to numerous amount of places. We went to Academy, we went to Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, so on and so forth. And we've looked at all the manufacturers. We've looked at all the different types, big, small, different brands. And This thing is like, I mean, when I say it's heavy duty, it's heavy duty. The door is super thick. You guys can see the attention to detail. It feels like it's pretty well insulated. It's got the 8 ways. Let's see, where's it got? 8 way, 8 in 1. I really like the concept to be able to crank it up on a high to finish a sear. We think it's going to be a great addition to the griddle game, which is why, most importantly, I wanted it, right? It's just a little bit easier for us to come home, turn it on, get the smoke rolling, put something on there while we're focusing on the griddle. Really quick, the shelf is removable, which I like. And then the shelf actually goes down under. And locks in like that for a shelf just in case you need it, okay? It's got your drip can right here. Everything, all the bells and whistles that you really need. The hopper, 27 pounds. It's going to have a ton of pellets on the backside of it. It's got a quick pellet release. It's got the mechanism to be able to wrap your cord around just in case you're not using it. And of course, it's got the 2 front caster wheels, and on the back, it's got the big old Pit Boss wheels. Of course, it's little things like that. When you start building a backyard community of grills, the caster wheels match our Pit Boss Ultimate Griddle wheels. I don't know, it's just little things like that that I get excited about, right? Other than that, we're gonna look in the instructions. If you guys have any tips, pointers, or suggestions, it's hard for me to give you guys that right now because I'm not really familiar with the process. I'm gonna read the instructions, I'm gonna do my homework, and right now, we're gonna put our first bag of pellets in there and we're gonna do our first burn, okay? 350 for about 30 to 45 minutes. I'll hit the 45-minute mark. We're gonna turn it on for the first time, see what happens. All right, I'm holding down the primer button, and as you can see, the pellets are starting to drop in the hopper. That's a good sign. Now, for a newbie like me that's never done one before, it seemed like it took forever for this to happen. And I was thinking that it wasn't working properly. Just be patient, allow it to circulate. It goes a lot slower than what I anticipated, but that's the thing about learning a new grill. All right, so we just primed the hopper while we're putting the grill together. It wasn't the fact that it was hard to understand, but it did catch me off guard. You've got little slits right here. The slits will fit right here in the bumps, and it actually grades this way. It'll rest right here. Right there's your grease trap. I was putting it in underneath it flat. I couldn't understand for the life of me how it said to set it on top and angle it. If I know now, would have known then, right? So the little notches sit right here, and it actually goes at an angle, so your grease hits this and funnels down to your grease trap. Just like that. See how it's at an angle? So you got these little troughs, and the grease will hit that and run right through. And really quick, I took this out to warm it up. So you got a little hole right there, and then you take your handle and go like this during the build process, and then this is what does your lever. And then so that's secure. Just double check. There we go. Take it up to 350. I'm gonna add just a little extra feature. So since the heat comes from here, I'm gonna put it about right there, only because I feel like this is the way that I can start learning the system faster, right? There's really no reason to put a piece of meat on it if you can start doing it now. You're learning hot and cold spots. Just like the griddle, that's exactly what we're doing. So here's the thermometer for your hopper, right? So if I put it on 350, it'll be interesting to see how hot it is from there versus here. This top shelf has a tip that sticks out further, and you got notches, and depending on where you want it, depends on how far back or even how far forward you want it. See, you can fit it there, or you can fit it there.
It does smell good.
All right, so we're going to shoot it for about 40-45 minutes. We'll give it time for the temperature to warm up, and then we'll start the clock from there. We'll see you back. Whoo, do we have a storm brewing. If you guys hear the thunder, I promise you it's not my stomach. So this is the deal. So we did the burn off, right? I put my thermometer in there, try to vary the temperatures. To be honest with you, we had some temperature sways. I averaged about 30 to 50 degrees difference from the left side to the right side. Is that common? You guys let me know. We went ahead and put a couple chicken thighs on there just to test it out, see what the response was. Very pleased with it so far. We did get one type of pellet just to try out. I've got a bunch more coming because I love flavor. I do it all the time on my charcoal grill. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm definitely excited to learn something new. This is something I've been wanting for a long time. I've fallen in love with my Pit Boss griddle. After looking at all the brands, we really decided and honed in on the Pit Boss itself. So with that being said, this is the first unboxing, the burn-in, the review, everything else that goes along with it. I cannot wait to get this in the motion in the ocean, as they say, as it's lightning somewhere around me. I think we got a fantastic first cook. It's been on the back burner for 2 years, and I hope the hype is good as the food. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Welcome to the family. Peace. Golly.